He's a good boy. You say hi? You can say hi. You can say hi to the camera? No? Okay. All right. Soothless. Come on. Yeah, you'll say hi. Needy little buddy. You needy little buddy. Okay. Well, guys, I have a, what's it called? A book haul, because I've been stacking up books going, I don't have time for this. I've had one recently. And now he's playing with the rope. Well, the thuds are Neville letting that rope know who's boss. Okay, Toothless, go lay down. You're bothering me. So, yeah, we got all the bookness and the booknosity. But I'm seriously, how many times can I just hand up a book and a book and a book? So I decided to do something fun. I'm going to, I'll show you right here what I have. But what I'm doing is I have taken all of the, you know, you go to Amazon and they used to say look inside. Now it just says get a sample or something like that. Something about a sample. And so what I did, you want me covered in black fur? So what I did is I took all of those. I tried not to read anything. I just screenshot them and made a template that if I pasted them in, all it would show was just that first little bit. No titles, no nothing. So I shouldn't be able to tell what book is what. So I'm going to try to guess which book on this shelf. Go. I'm going to guess what book on this shelf it is by the first lines. And my little pumpkin fox is holding my glasses. I'm going to need these. So let's get into this because I've got a lot of books. I have some picture books that I'll have to show you because I didn't do that with them. I figured that would be obvious. And then I've got like these little guys. That would have been obvious. And then I've got a couple of vintage books that I couldn't find anything for. So there'll be those. But other than that, and yeah, that's a vintage book, so I can get away with that. Other than that, I've got them here. So we're going to start with this. And we're going to see if I can guess what book it is that I just hauled. Well, hauled over the last month and a half or so, but based on the opening sentence. Let's do this thing. I figured it'd be fun and, you know, different. All right. Okay, I thought I would get maybe 3. I'm going to get the first one right off because it totally gives it away. In the middle of a quiet block on 141st Street, inside a brownstone made of deep red shale, the Vanderbeeker family gathered in the living room for a family meeting. So, yeah, this was an easy one. Hey, at least I started off strong. Yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to do with this, but okay. So this is middle grade. A lot of booktubers have recommended it, mentioned it, but I think it was Krista Books and Jams who convinced me to get it. So it was at Book Outlet, so I got it. Oh, it's kind of a nice floppy thing. Cool. Okay, so there's that. Okay, well that one was easy. Next. Okay, it's an odd way to start, so I wanted to make sure there wasn't anything, but there's a big space above it, so that's probably going to be a chapter title or something, so we're just going to go with this. Yes, said Tom bluntly on opening the front door. What do you want? Oh. That's too easy. Okay, my first thought is good night, Mr. Tom. But it feels a little easy. But I'm looking to see if there's anything else. Could be the summer book by the Stretfield gal, I suppose. I'm going to go with this one. It's probably wrong. But let's find out. So I got to see if I can scroll beyond that. Good night, Mr. Tom. I am 2 for 2. And this is where it all dies. Okay, this may not have been a good idea, but seriously, I didn't think I would get more than 3. Oh, dear. My boss is so generous. I know, I don't know, Neville. I just don't know. Let's see. Where are we going to go? We have to choose something. We can't. Well, should have told the bees is her boss would be her dad, so boss doesn't make sense for that. And I didn't get to do those because those are arcs and there is no sample. My boss is so generous. Virginia Woolf did write in the first person, I think. Secret Life of Book Club. I've already read that and the sentence doesn't feel familiar. So we're going to go Summer in the Spotlight or... Oh, let's do a latte difficulty. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, this is difficult. So there's this one, a latte difficulty, but All's Fair in Love and Christmas is about a boss who does a promotion every year that there's like this challenge and two people have to fight for the job. That seems too easy. No, that's too easy. There's no way it's that. Oh, I shouldn't be reading the back. I might give it away. But you know what? On the other hand, the Caffeinated Mysteries, she runs her own shop, so she shouldn't have a boss. So it's not going to be that. So I'm going to go with Summer in the Spotlight. Nope, I am not right. Because this one starts with meteorologists. So let's look at... Oh, I think I cut too much off of this. Oh dear. Well, it's not this one. So I'm going to set that aside. I guess I'll put it back if I got it wrong. Let's see if it was Monzon. That would be convenient if it was. Yep. All is Fair in Love and Christmas. I believe this book was in, part of this book was in last year's Christmas Lights collection that we do every year. And then she has like expanded it or whatever, I think. Or maybe it was just the characters that were in it. I don't know. But Sarah Monzon, she's great. Her book Nerds and Boyfriends rom-coms are hilarious and I love them. So, All's Fair in Love and Christmas. I am a coward. Coward. Well, Codename Verity and The Enigma Game are both warish stuff. I'm going to go with this one. We'll see. Nope. Was not that one. So, what is this? Yes. Okay. Well, I was sort of in the right track anyway. It was Codename Verity by Elizabeth Wein or Ween. Not sure which. I think it's Wine. And yeah. Now, I thought this one was the sequel to this, but it's another book. So I have to get another book. It's like, oh well. Breaks my heart. So Codename Verity, World War II, includes a bonus short story and more. I liked this cover. I thought it was really pretty. British spy plane crashes in Nazi-occupied France. Okay, there's that. We're going to turn that one off. I'm not doing very well now. Callie's ears filled with the sound of windshield wipers slapping and Mama's incessant muttering. Okay, Mama, I'm going with A Louisiana Christmas to Remember. All three books are taking place in Louisiana, and I'm going to go with the Mama as being Southern. Nope. Okay. Well, I'm not doing very well now. I should have stuck while I was ahead or something. What's this? Is it maybe Growing Summer? Nope. Oh boy. All right. Let's go with Latte Difficulty. I'm just not doing well. I don't know. And Callie. Okay, well, let's see if I can find... Oh, no, it can't be because this is about a dad. So it can't be... No, I see, I don't want to look at these and I can't find... Okay, I don't know which one this is. Okay, the last time I went to the beach seems like forever ago. Oh, I know this. It's going to be this one. The Chosen Kids Encounter at the Dunes. This is, these guys have come out of a quarantine, and so they've been stuck in the house for a long time. They finally get to go out again, and they're given a mission to rid the world of these, basically demons, with blessed objects, and they're the Chosen Kids, Christian Middle Grade by R.M. Ruiz, and yeah, so the first thing they do is they go to the beach. So I'm confident that I'm right on this one. I mean, totally confident. Yep! Hey! I got another one right. That's cool. Okay, so we're going to take this one and delete it. Flight Lieutenant James G. Beaufort. That's just a name. Okay. The night of 6-7 November 1940. How many of us dead in that raid? Okay. I'm going to say the Enigma game. Because I feel like there was something similar-ish to that in the way the formatting was. So I kind of cheated. But I didn't mean to. Yeah. So I would have guessed, I think. Let me see. Are there any others? Mr. Tom's already gone. There are no other 1940s books that I can see. So I would have guessed this anyway. So I'm going to count that as a win. All right. We're going to delete that and move on to the next. Black is a good color for coffee, not bridesmaids' dresses. Okay, well, coffee. A latte difficulty makes sense. Secret Life of Book Club. That sentence doesn't sound familiar. Oh, look at the L on latte. That's genius. I'm going to say this one. I think this was an easy guess. Yes. Black is a good color. So I got that one right too. The birds were singing madly in the old orchard around the house when Barney Vance woke up that first morning back in the old house where he was born and brought up, and where 2 years before he had kissed his mother goodbye to go across the seas and fight. Whoa, is that a mouthful? Go across the seas and fight. Well, it could start off a Miss Marple, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I don't see anything else. I think it could be. Nope. I should have remembered, but I forgot that one of my vintage books had a Kindle. And so I was able to get it. So I totally threw myself. Time of the Singing of Birds by Grace Livingston Hill. I bought this because it was at my friend Kathy's house and I had never heard of it. So Shalise and I wanted to read it, and instead of taking hers, which she graciously offered to send with us, I went ahead and bought me one. And isn't it pretty? Okay, this has got to come off. So anyway, there's that one. Yeah, I should have, if I had remembered that I got a Kindle, I would have gotten this one right, because I knew it was about a guy with some sort of shell shock and different problems. So, yeah, I did not get this one. So we're going to delete that. And the birds were singing. I mean, come on, timing of the singing of birds. On my 7th birthday, I stood at the center of the dais and held my breath, gazed fixed upon giant doors across the cave-like room. Oh, that's easy. That's easy. That's going to be Unbetrothed by Candace Pedraza Yamnitz. Candace Pedraza Yamnitz. Nope. Wait a minute. Yes. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, did you hear that crack? Beautiful cover though, isn't it? Isn't that stunning? It's fantasy with a Latino twist on my 7th birthday. Okay. So yeah. I love it because you've got your Latina gal, but the castle, this palace, reminds me of kind of a twist on the Nunschwander, or however you pronounce that. And so I think that's kind of funny. Around Agatha Sea, princesses are poised, magically gifted, and betrothed. Except for this gal, Beatriz. So anywho, so yeah, I got that one. Awesome. Maddie Hayes froze. Her fingers warm around a latte. Oh, we already did the latte one. The flurries outside the window of Le Petit French Press coffee shop. The sight briefly restoring faith to her disheartened state of mind. Okay, I feel like I've seen Hattie in Maddie or whatever in Hattie and Maddie in one of these when I first was opening them. I can't remember which one it was. Flurries. Le Petit French Press. Oh, it's probably this one. Because I did open this one. I just don't remember it already. My brain. I'm going with this one. I think I'm right. And I will not give myself this if I am right because I did see. Yeah. It's this one. Yeah, Mediae Prose. But Le Petit French Press. And Flurries of White, when I know this is about a snowfall Christmas in Louisiana. Come on, it would have been a dead giveaway anyway, but I know that I saw that name when I looked in it, so I'm not counting. I'm not giving myself that one. That seems like that's a cheat. An unintentional cheat, but a cheat nonetheless. Okay. Jude walked the deck as he did every morning. The ship so much a part of him, it extended from his every limb. All right, I'm going to have to look closer at these. Let's scooch the chair forward. It can't be that. I don't think it's that. It's not that. It's not that. It's not. Oh, I forgot about this one. The Refuge. It's got to be this. It has to be this. This was, I mean, come on. There's a ship, right? And it's a fantasy that is all piratey and watery and yes. Jude walked the deck as he did every morning. The ship, so much a part of him, it extended from his every limb. No matter the tide, his steps knew how to meet the deck. So, in a world that has only known war, generations will swing their swords on whispers of conflict from centuries past. So, there's that one. And I'm totally counting that as a win because I figured out that it was that. So, yeah, that's a win. Okay, and then today our quest continues. Okay, that's all. That's easy. That's easy. The Chosen Kids encounter at Paradise. So this one they go to Oregon, I think it is. Was it Oregon? Or Washington? One of the two. They go up there and yeah. So very, very, very cool. I had to rebuy these. I've bought like 3 sets now. But there's another one coming out soon. But I had to buy them. I had to buy another set because I didn't have one. And I need this for the Bookstrings book. She's about to recommend it to someone. And I wanted more information because I've only read little snippets. And not even from the beginning. So there's that. Well, maybe I did the first one from the beginning before our interview. I'll link the interviews that I've had with her in the description. Okay. Her pants vibrated. What? Okay, it has to be, he should have told the bees. Summer in the spotlight. Or, I'm going to go with this one. The Secret Life of Book Club by Heather Woodhaven. I don't know. But I feel like it has to be because it doesn't work with any. Yes, her pants vibrated. This book, I have a gush about this book on my Because Fiction podcast, and I will link that. This book, there were so many layers and so many spiritual truths woven into it that just jumped out and screamed at me that I just went all in on it when I was doing that podcast. It was just me telling what I thought about a book. And it was so good. So I will link that. But this was on sale for like $5-6 on Amazon. So I snagged it while it was. Because why wouldn't I? I'm going to start putting them up there because that's top line. All right. That was easy. I wonder sometimes if there isn't a concentration of evil in small places. It's got to be one of these two. But I don't think it's this one. It's got to be this. come on, small places, concentration of evil. I'm gonna guess it's something that Miss Marple says. Evil in Small Places is the name of the first story. Yep. Okay, that is a total win. All right. Cool beans. And then this is a collection of new short stories about Marple. I saw this when I was at the Drury Lane bookshop in San Marais, Minnesota. I almost bought it, and I decided I didn't know if I would like it. So I thought I would look like on Book Outlet, which is where I got it for a steal, because it's like $30 new. And Book Outlet is new, but it was only $12, I think. It was way cheaper, but right after I got home is when I think Chantal said that she had read it and liked a lot of them, and I feel like someone else has read some and liked some. Maybe Mitzi? I don't know. And so, yeah, we're going to go with that. Yes, of course. It's fine tomorrow, said Mrs. Ramsey. Mrs. Ramsey. What's this? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go with just a random. I'm gonna pull this one out only because I haven't guessed it yet. But I don't even know. Nope. To the White House by Virginia Woolf. So I've never been a fan of Virginia Woolf. She's not a favorite. I don't like her writing style. That I've read. And I haven't read much, but I didn't like the writing style. I didn't like, I don't know, it felt like the agenda, if you will, that I can't remember what it was that I tried to read. So I didn't even finish that one. And I decided recently, it's like, that's been a long time ago. And maybe I've grown up enough to appreciate it. Or maybe I've devolved enough to appreciate it. I don't know. But so I decided to give it a shot. This one was the prettiest cover on Book Outlet. Do you see that? Yeah, that's not the cover I saw. And so I was like, I'm just going to pick the one that I like the cover of. And I chose one that I like the cover of, and they sent me another copy of the same book. So that was disappointing. I don't know if I'll like it or not, but I'm going to try to read it. It was $3-4, so it was worth a shot to see. I did not get that one. Everything looks different in the dark. We're coming down to very few left that I have. Maybe this one, The Kitchen House. This is one that I think Mitzi said she really liked. Two different women in the same house, and something. No, I just saw another word in the next sentence. Nope, it's not that. It's this one, Ravenfall. So this one's kind of, this was a risk for me. I loved how beautiful it is, and I loved kind of the spookiness-ishness of it. But I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. It's not really my, I don't know, 13-year-old Annabelle Walensky, I think, has never been normal, even by her psychic family standards. See, that starts making me going, every generation uses their abilities to help run Ravenfall in. And then there's more stuff. So, but it sounds like this could either be something I loved or hate, and I'm hoping it's not the latter, because it's so pretty. And that's right. This one started with meteorologists, and I saw that one. I didn't know what I was doing and made a mistake. So the last one in the Prince Edward Island Shores by Liz Johnson. She's like the only straight up romance writer that I like. I shouldn't say that. Like, it sounds like I don't like any of the others, but she's like the one that I'm going to buy and keep, and I haven't figured out why. There's just something about her stories that I like, even though it is romance. So there are other authors that I will read that I enjoy too. Pepper Basham is one, but I rarely have to completely flip pages and pages of spit swapping in Liz Johnson, where I'm always doing that in Pepper Basham. But Pepper Basham has my all-time favorite character, male character ever. So there's that. So I don't know what I'm talking about, but I always buy Liz when her books come out because I really like hers. Summer is the season of rebuilding, restoration, and romance. So yeah, she's really alliterative. Summer in the spotlight. Rebuilding, restoration, and romance. I mean, come on. So, but anyway, yeah. Might maybe have gotten it because it's about the aftermath of a hurricane. And so it's possible I could have got that, but I cheated. Unmeaning to, but I cheated. Okay. There was a strong smell of smoke and new fear fueled me. Well, because of the era, it could be this one. Oh, Godmersham. But I don't think Godmersham is going to have, yeah. So, Kitchen House, there at that time and era, that would be, yeah. And, you know, smoking the bees out. But no, I don't think it's going to be that because she wouldn't be afraid of the smoke. So I'm going to say it's the Kitchen House. Roll at 1810. Yeah, 1810. Oh, it could be Godmersham. Yikes. All right, I got to take a chance on this. Yep, ha, score. Woo! It scrolled up and it doesn't have the name of the book, but it does say 1810 Lavinia, and I decided it was that over Regency. So that one counts, and we'll put that up there. That one counts. Okay, cool. It's getting a little easier now because, you know, right? Okay, at 6:30 in the bleak, icy evening of 21 January in the year 1800, I'm not even going to keep reading because of the way that is, oops, let's just fling my books around. Because 24 January, I'm doing Godmersham Park. It has to be. It just has to be. Oh, that's right. This one came and it had, so, Elgin Academy, and it's got a letter from them. It's an attendance alert letter about their son, the dates of his absences, and then there's like this reply, and it's in here, and I'm keeping it because it's just so cool. But yes, this has to be it. It's a beautiful book. This is just a stunning book. But I did buy it from England because I wanted this cover. I thought it was beautiful. And Anne Sharp arrived on the threshold of Godmersham Park. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. But, so this is about, it's based on a true story following a governess, Anne Sharp, and her friendship with Henry and Jane Austen. So, I wanted to read that. That was easy. And then that leaves me with, I guess, this has to be, let's turn this one back on. This one has to be Callie's Ears. No, I don't know what book this is. Callie's Ears. I don't know. I don't know what this book is. I'll have to find it and let you guys know. But I don't know right now. I am unable to can. So those are the ones that I figured out. I also got Noel Streatfeild's The Growing Summer because Mitzi said it was good. Or I think she said it was. Maybe she didn't. Somebody said it was good. I think Mitzi got it, but she may not have said it was good. I also have a couple of ARCs, Dysfunction Junction by Robin W. Peterson from Tyndale House, who I appreciate, and All My Secrets by Lynn Austin. And I think this one, she's going back to The Gilded Age. Yeah. So I'll be talking with these authors on my podcast. So they sent me those ARCs, which was great. Also, these were on sale for like $4. Are you thirsty? Okay, he's thirsty. The Prayers of the Commands, I bought one for me, one for my daughter, and I think I'm going to do a giveaway somewhere, somehow, about them. But they are just little, they're tiny little things with minuscule print. I mean, whew, we're talking crazy small. And so, but it's every command of God kind of put into prayer. So I thought that was really cool. And then, oh, wait a minute. No, this will be the Callie. I forgot. It fell on the floor. This will be Callie. How much you want to bet? Yep. So He Should Have Told the Bees by Amanda Cox. I'm so excited about this book. So yeah, that's what that one is. So I don't have to tell you because, yeah, duh. And I bet you guys are over there going, you're nuts, Shatona. But then also, while I was at my friend Kathy's house, she was talking about how much she loved this book, The Nine Brides and The Nine Brides and Granny Height. And this one is supposed to be like some, goodness, folkish wisdom and fun and funny and all that stuff. So I bought her a copy, but I'm going to read it first because I'm that friend. And I'm going to put this up here. So see, now I can put these books away. And then I got My Name is Rosie by Barbara Cohen, which is the book I was telling you guys about in the ones I was looking for. One of you guys found it. Can't remember who it was. Can't see it. So I can't say thank you by name, but thank you, because it is here. And I couldn't find the opening line, but the chapter title is A Rose is a Rose is a Rose. And then it says, Rachel said that to me all the time. I didn't know what it meant. It was from some writer. Rachel was always talking about some writer. Her favorite book is Jane Eyre. Mine is Wind in the Willows. But anyway, so my name is Rosie, and my husband's name is Ralph, and we come from Rhode Island, and we sell roses. Actually, of course, that's not true. My name is Rosie, but I don't have a husband yet. I'm almost 11, and I really live in Waterbridge Inn in New Jersey, and my mother runs the inn. And so it talks about the land of the three roses and all the fun stuffness. So I'm excited. Middle grade March. Can't get here fast enough because I want to read that. Now, my picture book. Okay, so this next bookstring book is heavily influenced by Ellen Montgomery, Jean Stratton Porter, picture books, and middle grade. There are other books mentioned, don't get me wrong. There'll be a nice big old long list on that one too. But I've been buying picture books like crazy to have good ones to recommend. And A Season's Treasure by Katrina Taylor and Randy Lynn Reed, Randy Lynn has her own channel. She's the gal who illustrated my calendar. And she illustrated this book, and it is so sweet. It's a season book, and it's Sing for Spring. And it just has beautiful, I should show him these better, but it has beautiful, all of her illustrations feel very autumnal because those are definitely her favorite colors. But for some reason, seasonal books always feel like perfect books for autumn for me anyway. But yeah, she really loves the oranges and reds and golds and greens. So Thanksgiving. But anyway, yeah, this is a very sweet rhyming just book about the seasons. See, even winter. She really, really loves those autumnal colors. So that's cool. So I got that one. I'm going to save that one. This one just came up in the book, The Library by Sarah Stewart. We used to own this years and years ago. It was one of my all-time favorite books. And I couldn't find it. So I think we must have worn it out. So I replaced it with a paperback until I can find a good hard copy that is cheap. This is one of my all-time favorite illustrations ever. This feels like me, except I don't have red curly hair, but that's okay. But this is also very much my Anne in Clock Tower Bound, so she talks about that one. And then I think it was Miriam who found Fletcher and the Falling Leaves, so I bought an ex-library copy of it, and it's so adorable. This little fox Fletcher notices the leaves are falling off the trees, and he's trying to save the poor trees, and he's so sad and he's so concerned. And then it's just, he kind of learns that they're helpful for other people, and it's just a really wonderful, wonderful little story. And then I got this one. I'm going to save this one for last, I think. Okay, so then I got ICUC. I didn't know what I would think about this. And when I first got it, I thought, uh-oh, I'm not going to like it. Because You know, her mom's like, you should go walk the dog, and her little brother wants to go too. And I thought she was going to be ugly and not want him to, but guess what? She's not, and it's got beautiful, beautiful pictures. But the brother, see, there's the tree, but the brother sees other things in it all, and so it's kind of cool how he, you know, he sees cats in the trees, and it's just super, super fun because this poor girl is trying to keep the dog from going nutso and dragging him everywhere, and the little brother is seeing all these different things, the shapes in the clouds, and cattails were like popsicles, and it's just a really sweet little story. And so I got it because it was super, super cheap, and I decided it looks fun, and I think this one's actually for my grandgirlies down south, but still. And then this one is the farmhouse. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember who I saw, but I fell in love with just their pictures, and then I got the book, and I found out that this book was actually, there was this farmhouse on the author's property, and they were going to have to, basically they were going to push it all into the basement and bury it. And so when they went in, they found all these things that you see in the story. And then so she created a story about her family in past generations out of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful story. I'm going to see if I can find one of my favorite. It's just a big family, and isn't the artwork just stunning? It's so beautiful. Just how they live and work together, and see, nice big family. And so I got it, and I love it, and the grandgirlies can read it at Grandma's house, because this one's Grandma's. And then finally, I think it's the last one, I can finally put all these books away. They've been cluttering up this room for weeks. I got Love in the Library. This is a semi-true story of how the author's grandparents met in an internment camp, and how they... it's kind of cute. George keeps checking out tons of books every day, and obviously George has more reasons than that to do it. And it's just a really sweet and wonderful story. I will say that the back about the book, the author's note, got a little preachy for me. I'm not going to put my opinion in here because I think how they did the internments in particular was atrocious. Don't get me wrong. But some of what was in the back of that really kind of started to bother me, because it kind of has this attitude that this is only an American problem, and that just isn't true. And it's not that I mind admitting that the Americans made ugly decisions in the past. What I mind is the implication or the inference that it's a uniquely bad problem for America. And that bothered me. And then I did get one more thing I want to show you. Just hang on. So the other thing I got was this thing. It's got all these stickers on it. But I bought me a book nook that I want to do. And I thought it might be fun if, when I'm talking about the books I've been reading, if I work on it a little bit and just talk about the books and work on it, instead of you just having to stare at me. Because, I mean, that's no fun. So at least it's something interesting to look at. I mean... Oh, we got the reverse sneezes. Are you okay? Deep breath. Deep breath. We're going in just a second. I know. Deep breath. So, anywho. So, I got this, and I'm excited to start it, and we'll see if my plan works. It may not. So, anywho, these are the books that I can finally put away. They've been out here since... Some of these have been out here, I think, since Shiloh was here. I think. So yeah, it's been a while. So all this, I don't have any books out from like eBay or Thrift Books or Biblio. So I don't have anything coming in from there. I might have a couple that have been pre-ordered that are going to come in the next few weeks. But I don't expect to have very many books at all until mid to late October. So it'll be a while before I have any new books. So that's good. I'm glad about that. I will see you on Thursday, and I'm not sure with what. I don't know. I will have something. Because something.